I kind of want to get into like your thoughts about being an independent artist,
okay,
major record label, but like what are your thoughts too also about people kind of having that conversation about R&B being dead,
I mean, to be completely honest, like when people start bringing up conversations like that, I'm like, who are you listening to? You know what I mean? Like, I think one thing we have to realize is like music will always evolve. You know what I mean? Like just from my mom listening to music, when she was in high school and to what we listen to now, like music is always evolving. And I remember when people were talking about, they were trying to talk about mumble rap. And mumble rap is, you see what it's doing, despite all the hate. And so with R&B specifically, I just want to ask people, like, who are y'all listening to? There's so many people out here that's grinding and, really just tapping into, the old school that people, once loved. And so I just think you have to be more intentional about, what you're listening to, what you digest, because everything's in the palm of your hands at this point. If you want to listen to R&B, your phone, has those playlists, Apple Music, Spotify, like they have those playlists. So I don't know. I just don't think it's dead, in my opinion. Right.
Yeah. And with the independent art, came a whole wave of, just people just having the opportunity to put whatever they want out at whatever time. So like, that kind of came with a lot of innovation, like you said.
Yeah.
So like, going forward, like you going through the grind, independent artist, would you ever like sign like to a major label?
To be completely honest, man, right now, like I feel like, so when people sign, or my experience with understanding of people signing, when people sign, most of the times, it's because there's a need. There's more marketing needed. People want more record sales, you know what I mean? And so me personally, at this point, I feel like I would just need more help with like promotion. So like promotion and like just making sure like more and more people find out about the music. So if somebody was to offer me like some form of deal where, it would be focused on marketing, I may look into it, but in regard to like selling my rights, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm not feeling that at all. Like my masters, like, nah, because like I own this. I'm creating this from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? Like from the time it gets in my head to the time it's released to the public, and there's something special about that, even legends like Prince, who, didn't work with other artists unless they own their masters. Like I listened to that growing up, those interviews, and it stuck with me. So if they can offer me a deal, that serves the purpose that I need it for, then yeah, I wouldn't mind, maybe, receiving some help. But I'm not just gonna sign everything away. Like,
all right. Performing. What's like when performing come to mind? Like, what's the first highlight that you think about?
My audiences. I've like always been. I love to talk. I love people. Yeah. You just kind of learn through performance, through performing, how to really read the room, right? Because you can't do everything for everybody. Like I may walk into a group of people our age and be like, if you can hear me say you're, they gonna understand that. But if I say something else, I'm like, what are you talking about? And so the first thing I think of about performance, like the audience, I perform in front of some great audiences, like people who are just like, like moved by what I'm doing. And so that makes me feel good, and that actually like motivates me to keep going.
Right. Yeah. Like what's one of those performances in particular that you can think about?
Man, even in the hometown, like in the city of Macon, like downtown, I've been performing and hosting down at the Brookhaven Lounge. Right. And usually it's because of a band down here called Rock Solid Music Group. And yeah, man, just those it's a good mixture. Like, of course, if I tell my friends, or you know, like if I tell my I call them the tribe. If I tell the tribe to pull up to Brookhaven, you know, I'll see, you know, people my age, but most of the time that crowd is kind of older. And so like when I'm down there, I'm singing everything from originals to covers. And so I can just remember specifically this one performance. I asked people to pull up, and they came out, and there was already like like a birthday party or something going on at the spot. And so we were down there, and I was singing all type of stuff, and they were with me, but started singing Before I Let Go. And I just remember, like, that's one of those songs get people on their feet moving, like all ages. And that was just a good moment for me because some of those notes was high. I'm not gonna lie to you. And they sung it for me. Like, I just, you know, let them do it. And so it's moments like that that just, you know, just where you feel supported. And it's an experience I